Hello everyone, myself Sai Prasad, a lecturer in Ahmedabad High School and the Junior College. Welcome to the series of the lectures of Intermediate First Year Maths E. What all chapters we have done till now? We have completed the trigonometric ratios up to transformation in our previous session, right? What did we learn in that? We have learned how to simplify the different trigonometric ratios, right? If it is given in sum or if it is given in product form, okay? Those are the basics of the whole trigonometry. With those basics, we will continue the discussion of the trigonometric simplification, right, into trigonometric equations, inverse trigonometric function and hyperbolic function, and then properties of triangles. Okay, clear? Today we are going to start a new chapter, that is trigonometric equations, right. What are equations? Wherever you see the term equation, whether it is in the two variable equation or it is a quadratic equation, right, you always do finding the value of that particular variable, which is nothing but solving, yes or no. If it is pair of linear equation in two variable, we used to solve by different methods, right, cross multiplication or different kinds of methods, right. If it is quadratic equation, we will use different formulas, yes or no. Then how do we solve an equation with the variables of trigonometric ratios? How? Right? That is what we are going to learn in this chapter. Is that clear? If you observe here, there is a general table which has which gives the solution of the basic trigonometric ratios. Yes or no? Clear? Then what are the different kinds of solution we can have? We can have two different kinds of solution. One is principal solution and one more is general solution. What is this principal solution? What is this general solution? Okay, a principal solution can be a solution which has all the possible values, okay, which can have all the possible values, yes or no. For example, if sin alpha is equal to 1 by 2, when do we get 1 by 2 in sin? We can get in pi by 4, we can get in 3 pi by 4, right. Those are many values, at least if you remember one or two, right. Let us assume only pi by 4, that will be our principal solution, yes or no. The basic value which you remember at least, okay, that will be our principal solution. Then what is this general solution? General solution is, it gives a general number. For example, n is some 15 or 45 or whatever, right. It can have up to some hundreds of solutions. Those are all generalized into a fixed formula, that is n pi plus minus 1 whole power n alpha. What is this alpha? Alpha is nothing but principal solution. Is it clear? That is, we can write the general solution of sin x equal to 1 by root 2 as n pi plus minus 1 whole power n pi by 4. Is it clear? Yes or no? See here, let us see all different solutions of these kind. The first thing is sin x equal to k. K is some value, some constant, it might be 0, 1 or 1 by 2 or 1 by 4, whatever, okay. Its value always lies between minus 1 and 1. Hope you know the range of sin lies between minus 1 and 1, right. Then it can have a principal solution range between minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2, right. Yes or no? If it is minus 1, it can be minus pi by 2, if it is 1, it can be pi by 2, or some value in between these both. If it is 0, it can be 0, yes or no. Then the general solution can be always written as n pi plus minus 1 whole power n alpha, where n belongs to only whole numbers. It can be 0, 1 or 2 or whatever. Similarly, the cos x also is equal to k, it will also have the same range, and the principal solution always lies between 0 to pi. Hope you know this kind of range, yes or no. That is how cos 0 is 1, cos pi is minus 1, right. See here, the general solution is 2n pi plus or minus alpha. Similarly, tan x equal to k, it can have a wide range of r, and the principal solution lies between minus pi by 2 plus pi by 2, here excluding the values of pi by 2 and minus pi by 2. The next general solution of this tan x is n pi plus alpha. Similarly, cosecant x equal to k, it will have a range of minus infinity to plus infinity except the values between minus 1 and plus 1 except the values between minus 1 and plus 1. Again minus 1 and 1 are considered, okay. And the next principal solution lies between minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2 except the value of 0. Yes or no? Yes. Clear? Then what is the general solution? General solution is similar to this sine. Secant also will have the general solution similar to this cos, okay. Again the range will be same as cosecant, and here also secant value the range is 0 to pi except the value pi by 2, okay, and it is same to cos x, and finally cot x equal to k. This is also have widest range, that is the whole real numbers, and the range lies between 0 to pi, that is the principal solution lies between 0 to pi excluding 0 and pi, okay. Now see here, general solution is again similar to tan x equal to k, okay. By using this kind of formula and this kind of examples, we are going to solve more and more problems, okay. Once again I am telling, a principal solution is a fixed solution, I mean what are the possible values it can have, and the general solution, it is a generalized solution, okay. Is it clear? Shall we move on to the problems? Okay, let us do. Now see here, the question given here it is, he is asking us to solve sin x equal to 1 by root 2. What do you mean by the term solve? We have to find the variable, that is the value of x, okay. Let us write general solution and principal solution for this, right. How do we solve sin x is equal to, when do we get 1 by root 2? We always get 1 by root 2 as sin pi by 4, and what is the formula? If sin x equal to sin alpha, then x is equal to n pi plus minus 1 whole power n alpha. Is it right? And if you observe here, this pi by 4, x is equal to pi by 4 belongs to minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2. What is the solution? This is called as, this is principal solution. Then what is the general solution? General solution is x is equal to n pi plus minus 1 whole power n pi by 4. That is it. Is there anything more to write? Nothing, right? If you want, you can even write some solution set. Solution set, what can we write? We have to substitute it from minus 1 to, I mean minus infinity to plus infinity. Let us assume we have started from somewhere. Let us write some 3 values. Let us assume if it is 0. 0 is 0 pi plus minus 1 whole power 0 is pi, okay. If it is minus 1, it will give minus 3 pi by 4, and one more is 3 pi by 4, and so on. This is a simple solution set. You need not write all these things for all the problems. This principal solution and general solution is enough. Is it okay? Shall we move on to the next thing? See here, tan square equal to 3, which means tan theta is equal to plus or minus root 3. Yes? Yes or no? Which means tan pi by 3 is plus root 3, tan minus pi by 3 is minus pi by 3, I mean minus root 3, which means theta is equal to plus or minus pi by 3, which belongs to minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2. This is its range, right? Yes or no? This is my, what is this? Principal solution. What is the general solution for this? Theta is equal to n pi plus or minus alpha, that is n pi plus or minus pi by 3. This is my general solution of this question, okay. From here we are going to start the basic and important things. Only this kind of questions we are going to solve, right. If you observe here, this is in a kind of quadratic equation, right. There is a second degree equation, right. This is in the cos square, here it is sin, here it is 1, right. Can I convert everything into a single variable? We can write, right. Here it is cos square, can I convert it into sin square? Yes, we can. That is, let us write this as 2 into 1 minus sin square minus root 3 sin theta plus 1 is equal to 0. Let us multiply 2 minus 2 sin square theta minus root 3 sin theta plus 1 equal to 0. Let us write everything to one side, that is 2 sin square theta plus root 3 sin theta. Here 2 plus 1 is 3. See here, minus became plus, this minus became plus, these both addition, I have written it as minus 3. Can we simplify this? Can we factorize this? 2 3s are 6. Here there is root 3. How to do that? Once again, 2 into 3 is 6. What are the factors we have? Only 2 into 3 or 3 into 2. Right? Here we have root 3. Can I write this 3 as root 3 into root 3? Yes, we can write, right? Therefore, 1 root 3 can be written as 2 sin square theta plus 2 root 3 sin theta minus root 3 sin theta. This is one of the most important step which you have to remember. Okay. Now see, what can we take common from these two terms? 2 sin theta I can take common, right? Yes or no? What is left here? Sin theta minus plus, here 2 is gone, sin theta is gone, root 3 is left. Yes or no? Again here, what I can take common? Root 3 as common, right? 3 is nothing but root 3 into root 3. If I take root 3 as common, I will get it as sin theta plus root 3 equal to 0. Yes. Now let us write sin theta plus root 3, sin theta plus root 3 into 2 sin theta minus root 3 equal to 0. Right. Now let us separate it. Sin theta plus root 3 equal to 0, 2 sin theta minus root 3 equal to 0. Sin theta is equal to minus root 3, here 2 sin theta equal to plus root 3, sin theta equal to root 3 by 2. Okay. Now see here, sin theta is equal to minus root 3, minus root 3, what is the value of root 3? 1.732, right. Do my sign go beyond minus 1? No, it always lies between minus 1 and plus 1. Therefore, here solution does not exist. Done. We have to simplify this. Okay. When do we get root 3 by 2 in sin theta? Sin theta is equal to sin how much? Pi by 3. What is the formula? If sin theta is equal to sin alpha, then theta is equal to n pi plus minus 1 whole power n alpha, where n belongs to z. Based on that formula, what is the general solution for this? General solution is, or else we can write it directly, theta is equal to n pi plus minus 1 whole power n pi by 3, where n belongs to z. Is it clear? What is principal solution? Theta is, we can write here, principal solution is theta is pi by 3. Is it clear? Did you understand? This kind of problems are very important, and actually these are easy to solve. Okay, shall we move on to the next problem? Let us do. See here, the next question given here it is, if theta 1 and theta 2 are the solutions of this equation, then, and there are conditions that tan theta 1 is not equal to tan theta 2, a plus c is not equal to find. Then he is asking us to find the values of tan theta 1 plus tan theta 2, tan theta 1 into tan theta 2 into tan of, and one more is tan of theta 1 plus theta 2. Right? Shall we solve? Same kind of problems we have did in the last chapter. In the last exercise we have did 1 or 2 this kind of problems, right? Right. Let us do. Let us solve. What is the given equation? A cos 2 theta plus b sin 2 theta equal to c. Right? Everything is in terms of tan. Right? Do we have any formula of cos and sin in terms of tan? Yes or no, we have, right? Let us substitute that. A cos 2 theta plus b sin 2 theta minus c equal to 0. What is the formula of cos 2 theta? the formula of cos 2 theta is 1 minus tan square theta by 1 plus tan square theta. Hope everyone knows this. Okay. What is sin 2 theta? 2 tan theta by 1 plus tan square theta minus c equal to 0. Okay. What is the LCM here? LCM here it is 1 plus tan square theta, here a into 1 minus tan square theta plus b into 2 tan theta minus c into 1 plus tan square theta. Okay, shall we simplify? Let us do that. A into 1 is a minus a tan square theta plus 2b tan theta minus c tan square theta equal to 0, right. What all we can do here? We can take this everything, let us convert this tan square into plus, that will become a tan square theta plus c tan square theta minus 2b tan theta minus a plus c. Is it okay? Now see here, if we observe, can I take tan square theta common here? If I take tan square theta, the left out will be a plus c minus 2b tan theta. It is okay, let us write it as c minus a. Is it clear? This, if you observe, this equation is in the form of a quadratic equation, yes or no, where variable is tan theta, ax square plus bx plus c, yes or no. Then what are its sum and product of roots, yes or no. See here, if theta 1 and theta 2, they only gave, they are the solution. If theta 1 and theta 2 are solutions of given equation, then what is the sum of roots formula? Sum of roots, that is tan theta 1 plus tan theta 2 is equal to minus b by a, that is minus of minus 2b divided by a, that is a plus c, that is nothing but 2b by a plus c. Is it right? Then what is the product of roots? Product of roots is tan theta 1 into tan theta 2, that is equal to c by a. What is c? C minus a by, here it is a plus c, or else let us write it as c minus a by c plus a. Is it right? That is what he asked us to find. And third most question, actually this question is not there in your textbook, just I have added that because they used to ask this kind of question in our previous question papers. Okay. Let us do, what is tan of theta 1 plus theta 2? What is tan of a plus b formula? Tan a plus tan b by 1 minus tan a tan b, right. What is tan theta 1 plus tan theta 2? This is right, 2b divided by a plus c whole divided by 1 minus tan theta 1 and tan theta 2 is c minus a by c plus a. Is it okay? Let us take LCM. 2b by a plus c divided by, here LCM is a plus c, here it becomes c plus a minus c plus a plus c get cancelled, I will get it as 2b by, if you observe c get cancelled, a plus a is 2a, 2 get cancelled, the answer is b by a. This is tan of theta 1 plus theta 2. There is also there is a equation, right, there is a trigonometric equation. I have got a trigonometric quadratic equation. I have used the formula sum of roots, product of roots, from that I could find tan of theta 1 plus theta 2, isn't it? Did you understand? Is it clear? Fine. These are the few problems of trigonometric equations for this session. Let us do few more problems of trigonometric equations in our next session. Okay. Thank you.